Be bound to.
무엇하게 되어 있다.
Be bound to. This plan is bound to fail. He's bound to notice eventually. Something like this was bound to happen. They're bound to find out the truth. This issue is bound to cause problems. You're bound to feel nervous before a big event. You're bound to make mistakes.
petty,
사소한, 하찮은, 째째한,
petty. Don't be so petty. He gets upset over petty things. That was a petty complaint. She's too petty to admit her mistake. He held a petty grudge for years. It's too petty to worry about. I don't want to argue over something petty. He sounded petty and immature.
inclined,
경향이 있는, 하고 싶은,
inclined. I feel inclined to stay home today. She's inclined to trust people easily. I'm inclined to agree with you. I'm not inclined to go out tonight. He's inclined to overthink things. She felt inclined to help him. They are inclined toward innovation. I'm more inclined to wait and see.
Absently.
멍하니, 무심코,
Absently. He stared at the screen absently. I was absently scrolling my phone. I listened absently and missed the point. He walked around absently. She played with her hair absently. She flipped through the pages absently. She doodled absently while talking.
exterminate,
근절하다, 박멸하다,
exterminate. The company exterminated the pests. The government tried to exterminate the problem. They failed to completely exterminate the threat. The program aims to exterminate illegal activities. Without proper action, such issues cannot be exterminated. The alien fleet sought to exterminate every civilization it encountered. He vowed to exterminate corruption within the organization. The new policy was designed to exterminate poverty in the region.
More or less.
거의, 대략,
More or less. It's more or less the same. I more or less agree. I understand it more or less. The two ideas are more or less identical. More or less, everything went as planned. There were more or less 100 people at the event. She's more or less recovered from her illness. Things have stayed more or less the same for years. That's more or less what I was trying to say. He more or less admitted that he was wrong.
Befall.
누구에게 일어나다, 들이닥치다,
Befall. Something strange befell them. What befell her remains unclear. The same fate befell many others. A series of unfortunate events befell the family. Whatever befalls, we must stay united. No harm will befall you while I'm here. She feared what might befall her children in the war. History shows what can befall those who ignore the warning signs.
Invariably.
변함없이, 항상,
Invariably. She invariably arrives early. It invariably happens at night. Lack of preparation invariably results in poor performance. If you ignore the warning signs, problems will invariably arise. She invariably orders the same dish at every restaurant. My dog invariably barks when the doorbell rings. Attempts to suppress the truth invariably fail in the end. The critics were invariably impressed by her performances. Whenever I visit that city, the weather is invariably terrible.
Perception.
인식, 자각, 통찰력,
Perception. Our perception can influence our decisions. The media shapes public perception. Cultural background affects how we form perception. Her perception of the problem is accurate. The experience changed my perception of life. Public perception of the company changed after the scandal. Her perception of reality was distorted by stress. Human perception of color varies from person to person. His perception and judgment made him an excellent leader. There is a common perception that money brings happiness.
Habituate.
습관이 되다, 길들이다,
Habituate. She gradually habituated to constant criticism. They eventually became habituated to the changes. He habituated himself to waking up early. Over time, he habituated to the pressure. It takes time to habituate to a new work schedule. People can become habituated to stress without realizing it. If you expose yourself gradually, you will habituate to the fear. We quickly habituated ourselves to the new system. Parents should habituate children to regular reading from an early age.